What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Man gets kicked out of wedding for doing this. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
Am I the for interfering in the bouquet toss at my girlfriend's sister's wedding? My girlfriend, we'll call her Maggie, and I went to her sister's wedding on Sunday. It was a great event, and things were going really well for most of the evening. This was the first time I met Maggie's mother, but I had already met the rest of her family. When it came time for the bouquet toss, Maggie was one of the ladies in the group to try and catch it. I thought I had an opportunity to be funny and lift the mood, so I stood behind Maggie and slapped the flowers to the ground. Before she could catch them. I don't know if she actually would have been the one to catch them, but I did it anyways. I was doing it as a joke, which I thought would be obvious to everyone. I was like 0.0001% serious. I'm actually not interested in marriage. I'm in my 20s. I really had no bad intentions and wasn't trying to upset anyone. I thought I would get a good chuckle from the crowd. After I slapped the bouquet to the ground, there was an audible gasp from everyone around, followed by an awkward silence. I was a little embarrassed, but I laughed anyways to try to non-verbally show everyone that it was a joke. Nobody laughed. After a bit, the moment had passed, and everyone was starting a big dinner. Nobody talked to me, and I was getting a couple of sideways glances. Maggie's mother eventually pulled me aside and, very respectfully, asked me to leave, to which I obliged. I didn't want to cause a scene. A few weeks later, my girlfriend and her sister are over it, but the mom still seems weird about it. I haven't spoken to her since then. Was this an move, or was it just a lighthearted joke that was misinterpreted?
And how long have they been dating?
No mention of that either.
I think that's like the most important element of it. I also like being like having I'm not into marriage be the qualifier of being like, that's why it's good that I slapped the flowers down that signify getting married next. Also, it's like he didn't know she was going to catch it. Does that mean it like wasn't coming towards her? Like he just like ran in and just.
Nah, it was coming towards her. Of course, because he said he stood behind his girl and smacked the flowers. I mean, it was coming towards her. She wanted to catch those flowers. Man, women act like they don't care about those bouquet tosses, but man, they care. Especially if they're getting up to catch them. They're like, oh, it's whatever. Boom, they're knocking on the ground. Bam, pushing each other away. It gets violent. Let's keep listening.
It was like, nope, nobody's getting it today.
That's what it feels like. It feels like have you seen Wedding Crashers towards the end when Owen Wilson is like losing his mind and he like smacks the bouquet down? He like runs in, smacks it and like steals it.
Right.
That's what it feels like. It feels aggressively, no matter where it was going, it was getting smashed to the ground.
Right. It sounds like he was like the way that he's trying to frame it was like, I was like behind her, like holding her. And then I was like, haha. And like, it was playful. Like it really seems like he went in and like spiked it to the ground so nobody could catch it.
Yeah. I would be so annoyed if someone
He sounds like an
no one takes that seriously. I've gone to a lot of weddings and I've stood there. Justin doesn't get scared that I'm going to catch the bouquet. Like no one takes this tradition seriously.
I'm terrified of it.
Are
Yes,
you?
Yes, they do. They take it very seriously. Do I think the guy should have done that? No, it's immature. You know, this is what you get. If you want to be a clown with women, you want to be a jokester and be that guy instead of taking a stoic route in life of not being a clown, you get situations where you try to be funny and it's not funny and people take it the wrong way, right? I understand, man. I used to be a class clown back in my younger days. Eventually I decided, you know what? I'd rather not be in situations like this. Let's check out a few of these comments, see what the people have to say. First comment reads, oof, I get the joke, but you've got to know your audience. And clearly he didn't. Funny thing about this is if this was like in a movie, we would all laugh. In real life, this is one of those things that doesn't really translate. Another comment here says, those bouquets are so expensive, incredibly disrespectful to intentionally ruin it for any reason. I would be livid. There you go. Another chick says he knows that it was a terrible thing to do. Notice how many times he keeps saying it's a joke. Another person here says it's worse as it's not even a wedding from his family. ... Yeah, that's a little weird. He is effectively a +1. Yeah, that's strange, man. Here comes this guy who doesn't really know anybody, and you're gonna, you're going to get up and do that, create that type of scene, draw that type of attention towards you. There's something going on there. Social awareness is a little bit off. Maybe he was drinking. Next comment here says, ... Without any more context, it's given a red flag for me. Another woman here added, deep inside the guy is scared of commitment. Truthfully, no man is rushing to the altar unless they don't know what exactly they're getting themselves into. Another comment here says, a wedding is not the place to be making a joke like that. With the dead emoji. Another comment here from another woman says, basically just told her entire family you don't see a future with her, / have no respect for traditions. And next comment here says, I had an opportunity to be center of attention and I took it. The guy barely knew anyone there. He should have sat down. Another person here added, this man has never met a woman having a wedding before in his life. Next comment here says, he didn't mean it maliciously, don't have ill intent. He saw it would be a harmless joke, but you gotta know your crowd. Yeah, I think he was just being too goofy, probably drunk. And to me, sounds like somebody who lacks kind of like social awareness. But the truth is, if I was there, I'd have laughed my ass off, man. That shit would be funny as hell. And the fact that nobody laughed, been cracking up, bro. I'd be like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? I'd have been the guy, because there's always guys there who are like, oh my gosh, what the F? That would have been me. All right, I've been laughing my ass for sure. It'd have been funny to me, bro. I hope that makes you feel better. Listen, as always, guys, leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.